Well, good morning everyone. How are we all doing? We are back down at the boat. I'm down here today. I'm with G and we're with Ronnie. Comes to do a few bits. I'm not doing too much myself. I've been off work the last week or so. I've been pretty ill. Been indoors pretty much about the last 6-7 days. So I've literally come down just to get a couple of hours of fresh air. Obviously I'm going to pass him a screwdriver, pass him a hammer, whatever, blah blah blah, but I'm not actually getting too involved myself. I'm just going to be doing the filming and I'm going to be doing a bit of watching. That's my plans for today. Right, I think our plan for today is right, we picked up that VHF radio. I'll go through that in a minute when we show you the radio. We've managed to get one, so I think the plan is we want to get the VHF radio fitted in the boat today, get the aerial fitted so that's all working. We're doing something with the exhaust. Something's being done with the exhaust pipe, the manifold on it. We've got a new hose for that. What else is G saying? There's something else he wants to get done on there today. There's a couple of bits we want to get done, but like I say, as we start doing it, I'll go through it on the camera, show you what we're doing. Like I say, I'm just having an easy day. I'm just here just to observe really and do a bit of filming. Yeah, still not 100%, but we're getting there. Right, here they come. They're bringing the bits down now. Man, that's been about a month since I've been on this boat, I think. That's got to be 3 weeks or so since I've been on here. So yeah, looking forward to getting a few bits done. Right, so we're taking what? We're taking this?
We're taking this off.
Right. And then we've got new seals, gaskets and that to put on there.
Yeah, there's one there. He did say at the that marine place,
we've got to give them a little bit of a spray up. They're all a bit rusted on down there, so we need to give it all a bit of a spray up so they can come off easier.
Yeah. Can you get it from there? And also I've got the gasket for this here, where the exhaust goes on.
Right, yeah, because we've got a new exhaust going on there, yeah?
Yeah, new exhaust going on. I've done that one there. And these ones here, yes. Ronnie?
Right, so Ron's going to carry on with this, getting all those nuts, the bolts that we sprayed on there. He's going to start loosening them, getting that manifold off.
Yeah, we're going to leave Ronnie to do that.
And then we've got a new exhaust pipe to connect up to it. We've got all new gaskets to go on it.
Yeah, let's show them exhaust.
This is our new exhaust pipe we've got. That's the new exhaust we've got to go on.
It's a bit long though, but
that's what I'm cut that down here.
LED lights.
Cut that down.
Oh, it lights up blue in here, Rod, if you watch the video.
Oh yeah, well we've got all lights in here, mate. My electrics. All lights up. Right, me and G are going to start looking at this radio. Right, this is our aerial we've got for it.
Just that bag, Dave.
That's our aerial we've got. We've got to mount that on the roof somewhere. Obviously chase that through and get it through to where we are. What are you after, G?
That bag, just pass that in here. I just got to wire this up.
So we can either, with the radio, set it on top, or we can cut a hole and set it in like you would a car stereo. So that's what we're kind of thinking. We're thinking down by that steering column there, cutting the hole out and setting the radio back. And then it's kind of out of the way then, it is set in. Oh, I ain't been down here for bloody ages. So this is our radio we picked up. Bit of a funny story. We was in a pub a few weeks ago chatting to a guy about boats. And he said, oh, I've got boats. He goes, I've sold boats and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we're saying to him, we need a VHF radio. And he goes, well, I've got one for sale. He goes, do you boys want it? And we go, yeah. He goes, yeah, 50 quid. He goes, it's yours. So we were like, happy days. So we paid 50 quid. It's Cobra VHF. Yeah, it does everything we need it to do. So the plan is, we connected it up to a car battery when we bought it, just to make sure it was working. And it was all turned on and working fine. So the plan is, if we cut that hole under that steering column, the back of the radio will come through here somewhere. Then we can connect it straight into our electrics there.
Might be a bit thick, that wire.
Oh, we'll,
I thought that was thick though.
Oh, right, yeah.
I know, that's all I've got to do is take that out.
Yeah, take that out and put that end.
I just need the fuse, please.
We can put that in straight in there. Right, Ronnie's down here, he's getting these bolts off. So we give them a little spray up so they come off a bit easy. And then once the bolts are all undone, that whole should just lift straight off them. And then we can see what we're looking at down there. Right, so we're looking at the outside of the boat here. and we're on about mounting our aerial bracket on the side here somewhere for the aerial. There was a little plastic cover on that which we popped off, and that is ideal size. Hopefully, yeah, we can get that end, the back of the radio end, to go straight through that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's great for that.
That'll go straight through that, and then we can get it up underneath and get it into the cab, and then we can mount the aerial on the side there.
And I'm thinking,
yeah, bracket on there.
And that'll go all the way.
That'll go all inside the actual cab.
Get all this way, all the way in.
Yeah, that's the plan. And we get that bracket on the side, aerial on there, connect the bottom up, and then we just got to get that bit inside the cab and get it to the back of where the radio goes. Happy days. Right, so we're putting this bracket on. We have got these bolts for it, but these are more for going around like a mast, around a pole. We're literally just going straight in the side. So we drilled the holes out to put these through, but then we're thinking, do you know what? We're just going to screw it straight on the side. So that is literally what we're doing now. There it goes. Right, boom. Well. Yeah, so we're going to get 4 of them in there. That's fucking secure already. Another couple in there, and we're ready to mount that aerial.
Where's the aerial? That needs to go down a bit more. That's it. Right, where's that little figure? Oh,
boom. One aerial fitted. All we've got to do now is to get this to get inside the cabin here, run it down, and then drop it down inside so it's at the back of where the radio is. Boom, look at that. That's smart, that is. I quite like that. It's nice.
But I might put that through there.
Oh, that's what we popped out. That was what popped out. Yeah, that's probably what that hole was for, wasn't it?
Yeah, it must have been, yeah. If I just bring that around to there, what I'll do, I'll just carve that out.
A little line down it and clip that back in.
Or maybe the other way, but
like I say, that's
that little thing there?
That's a minor thing really. Like I say, main thing is just get it all up, on, running, make sure it's all working, and then we can mess around doing all the little finicky bits. Right, so what we're doing now is we have come obviously through there, up underneath, on the window frame. We've taken a bit of that frame out, so the aerial can drop inside. This has got a rubber seal all around this window, so when this window closes, it's just going to close against it. All we want to do is just put something round that, so it's not as sharp. So we don't want it obviously cutting into, we don't want that edge there cutting into the cable. So we're just going to put a bit of tape around there just to smoothen it off. That will then go in there, and that window then closes because we've got a rubber seal all around the window. And that's it, we're inside. We've got a little hole there from something we've had previously, so we're going to make that hole there a little bit bigger and drop that aerial straight through. Right, we are getting there.
I have got this.
When we drop anything, just something.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Just have a look, see if that.
Yeah,
I think it does. Oh yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, it's because
if it ain't, I'm going to just have to take it home if we can't do it with that.
No, let's try and sort it out. Don't you panic, you leave me with that.
Sitting there, like so. And then we just need to fix this.
See if it comes off, just quickly, see if it works. If not, I'll just use my
We just need to get that fixed in down there. But, what we were saying, shutting the end. That window. That window closes with that in there. So we've just got to run this down here now. Try and crimp that in somewhere and along the bottom.
What's happening? It's welded. It looks like another. It looks like the old one's welded on it. Look.
No, so there it is. Right, so Ronnie's got that manifold. He's just getting all these cleaned up now, so it's all nice and cleaned up, ready for the new gaskets and that to go on.
Yeah, no, I think what we're going to do is get that metal paste.
You need metal paste on that, yeah, you reckon?
And build it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yep, no
He knows what he's doing. Look, he's got hole in his. Look, he's a workman. Look, he's got hole in his knees. Look, he tells us proper workman.
Yeah.
And everyone.
You know
Right, and we're over this side.
How's that little drill bit what we had?
So we just poked that wire for now, just down the side, underneath that bolt in the corner, and we now need to. There's a hole there somewhere, and we need to try and make that hole bigger so we can get that end of that coaxial aerial through that hole. And then we're down inside this back of this cupboard then. A normal drill bit and try and widen it with the drill bit.
That's it, we're in.
Hey.
We're in,
We're in, mate, we're in.
That's it.
Get me hand on that. Right.
Right. Twist it a little bit. Go, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, stop. Okay,
Stop there, yeah?
yeah, perfect there for now.
Right. So that's that. That is now ready to go on the back of the stereo. And I think, like I say, I think it is going along here somewhere. So once that goes in the back, then we just got to connect obviously the live and the earths up to our fuse board. And it should be up and running. Well, I'm glad I come out today. Like I was saying earlier, I've been a bit ill last week or so. I've been indoors for about 7-8 days, I haven't even moved. So it's good to get out of a couple of hours, get a bit of fresh air. I'm not overdoing it. Like I say, all I'm doing is passing a screwdriver here, passing that there. I'm not getting too involved. But it's good. It's good to be out, get some fresh air. Good to see what's going on the boat. Good to get a couple more things ticked off the list. Happy days. Right, so we've done a rough template on here. We're going to use this.
Side.
Yeah.
Nice, Dave.
Yeah.
Alright,
We're in there, we're in there, we're in there. Let's have a look around there. We're in there. Hey, look at that. So we just got to get a we just got to get a thing to hook the mic on.
On there.
But that is it. So now we just got to do the electric side. Running out of fuses on this electric side. So what we're thinking is, we got a lot of these here that are 10 amps. So we're thinking of doubling one up, put that one say on that one, and make that a 20 amp, and that gives us a spare one. And the spare one can be for our stereo. That's what we need to look at now. Right, so what we've done for now is we've put an earth just in an earth for now, just a normal earth. We put 2 of those lives into the top one and put that from a 10 amp to a 20 amp, and we've just put that in there. Just temporarily, just to turn it on and see if it works. We just want to make sure it works before we wire it all in properly. Batteries are on.
Let's just have a little turn.
Turn it on, G. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Volume up. What's one on the right? Is that the volume on the right?
Just need to find it. Scan it. Says scanning. No, so we need to do.
No. What did he say it was? Did he say channel 13 was?
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah. Well, we need to play around with this. We need to actually hear a hissing noise and get a signal.
30's there. Put everything for it, the rubber.
Right, well, we've got power. Radio is on.
Scanning.
We've got it on a scan at the moment. It's scanning through. But as of yet, we've not heard anything or anyone come through. On the mic, it's saying channel 16 is your main channel. We've had it on 16. I don't know. We're thinking the only thing it could be maybe the aerial. I mean, it's a VHF aerial, but it's not a big aerial, is it? I'm looking at the boat in front, and the boat in front of that, and I'm looking at ours. We might need to just unscrew that and screw a bigger aerial in. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We're still playing around with it for the moment. We'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, it's going up to 72 now. It would help if we actually knew how to work a radio. Right, so while that radio is on scanning, we are drilling the hole through for the hose for our bilge pump. Obviously, we had the bilge. We had that on the other day, didn't we? G showed it when he put it on the thing that filled the water up. So we are just. So we've cut the hole outside the boat so we don't sink. So cut the hole outside the boat.
But you don't know where the hole is yet.
That silver plate that is on there attaches to the outside, and then the end of our hose pushes onto that. So any water that gets in that engine bay, it'll be pumping straight out of that.
It's an exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
But
So we've got a seal for the. Yeah, and the seal will go on the inside.
right, what I'm going to do, take this back off. I'm going to poke it in the hole.
Right, we're just putting some water in this engine bay, and then we're going to turn this bilge pump on, and then check that's coming through this new connection we've put on the side. Yeah, go for it, G. There we go. Boom. Well, I've just been reading up on this aerial as well. So the only reason it's saying that a connection would be bad on the aerial is if the coaxial cable is an old cable and the connection between that and the back of the actual transmitter is faulty. But this is a brand new aerial. This is brand new. So there's absolutely no reason why this should... I just think it might be down to the fact of the size of the aerial. I think G said he got it on eBay and I think it was 25, 30 quid, something like that. But when I look at that boat there, I mean the size of the aerial he's got on there compared to the size of the aerial we got on ours. Because Ronnie, who we're with, Ronnie's got a boat. Ronnie back home where he lives, he's got boats and he's got radios and all the rest of it. And he said normally channel 72, 73, that's normally just boats, just people chatting amongst themselves. Look at that coming out of there, look. That's good. Nothing's coming through. We've got nothing coming through on channel 16. I believe 13. I think it's a weather channel. Nothing coming through. I think it's down to the aerial. I think we might need to literally unscrew this one and get a bigger aerial and screw a bigger aerial onto it. That's what I think it is. That's what I think. Right, so that hose for that bilge pump, obviously you see the bit on the outside, that's coming through there, and the bilge pump is down there. So we just got to make sure the bilge pump, make sure the pump is obviously in the lowest point of the engine bay, because that's obviously the lowest bit in it. That's where the water's going to gather. But at least we know it's working anyway. We know it's working. So that's another job done. In a way, this is another job done. We just need to work out why the aerial's not picking up not transmitting. I think personally it might be down to the size of the aerial, but reading online it's saying the only reason you would get a bad signal is if the coax cable itself, but it's a brand new aerial, so there should be nothing wrong with the coax cable. So I don't know.
Well, when we go out, we want to speak to the, obviously, to come out. 12?
Channel
14. Channel 14. If you call up on 60, yeah?
Yeah, right, we'll give it a try.
Good man.
See, if you don't know, you just got to ask someone. We just had
grease everywhere.
we just had boat rescue go past on a couple of little Seb boats, and we're like, "Oi mate, just out of interest, what channel should our radio be on?" He said, "Go on 16 and put a call on 16, and you should get a call back." So we go on 16 and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Right, we're going to do a quick test. Right, we're on channel 16. We'll just do a call and just see if anyone's picking this up. I don't know what we're saying. We'll just say, yeah, radio check, yeah, Yarmouth Marine, yeah. Yeah, Great Yarmouth Marine, it's a radio check. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Great Yarmouth Marine, this is a radio check. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think it's the aerial.
Could be.
I think we need a bigger aerial.
Yeah.
Right, so this is our old exhaust pipe. This is what Ronnie's dealing with now. So the exhaust came through, it went into that, what's that, like a muffler type thing? And then silencer, and then to the other hose. When we're chatting to the people about the exhaust, they're like, you do not have one of them on the exhaust. It's literally a straight pipe that comes out the engine and goes out the back. So that is what we're doing now. So this is the new pipe we picked up. This old pipe is going, and we're going to connect this pipe to the back of the boat on the exhaust.
That might be too long, right?
And connect the other ends onto the actual exhaust outlet on the engine. And that is all you need, a straight through pipe.
Take the old one out.
Look how many connections and clips and all that are on this.
Yeah, and
so that's losing power.
What did he say
and that's losing.
Dave?
You don't need it, yeah.
Shouldn't even have them.
So the guy in the boatyard was saying it shouldn't even have one of those silencer muffler things on it.
All the way through.
So that's what we're doing. So we're putting a straight through hose. I'll tell you what would have been handy, G, to find out what channel they were on now, and they could have.
Well, this is sound 16.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there. Right, well, we're starting to have a little bit of a tidy up. Like I say, we've been here a couple of hours. So that's been good. Like I say, it's got me out of the house for a couple of hours. That's got me out. This is going back.
Well, you got enough tools
with Ronnie and that. This all needs all tidying up and everything before the gaskets go on. And one of them, he's bought this like compound stuff. You mix it with a hardener, because one of them's got a little chip out of it. So he's going to mix it with a bit of hardener, and then redo this so it's nice and smooth, and you can get the seal on there. Yeah, this bit here. See this bit here? You are not going to get a flush gasket on there because of how it's chipped out. So he's got this stuff here that you mix the two together, and you paste it on there, metal weld, and it will form a new. So it bring it all up level, and then you can sand. Once it's gone off and it's hard, then you can sand it down flush, and we can get the new gasket on there. So that is going back with Ronnie to have that done. I'm thinking we just need a bigger aerial. That's all we need. Hopefully it's the same size connection as this one, so we can literally just unscrew that, put the new one on. We've got some tools on the top. Yeah, we can throw them in this box here, Joe. I've got to sort the screw box out. Right, let's have a little tidy up here. Right, that's it. We're all tidied up. Boat's all still back up again. It's all tied up. So we're going to leave that for the day. So yeah, bigger aerial for the top. Bilge pump's all working. That's all coming out. Like I say, Ronnie's going to put that hardener stuff on that manifold cover. When that goes off, we can fold it down flat. Once that's folded down flat, new gaskets can go on. That can go back on the engine, and then the other end of that exhaust pipe can connect back up to that, and that's another little job done. Little jobs. But like I say, that's got me out of the house for a couple of hours anyway. So that's it. I'm literally going to go back home now, chill out for the rest of the day, upload this video. I reckon there's enough on there to put a little video on there. So I would, see you on the next boat video.